5:35. I'm calling this meeting to order. I'm going to start off with roll call. Jose Garza, absent. Linda Davila.
Present.
Sergio Terviño.
Present.
Linda Guillen.
Present.
Ediel Barrera.
Present.
And myself present. Let the record show that we do have a quorum. Ms. Guillen, could you please lead us with the Pledge of Allegiance, and Mr. Barrera with the invocation, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Dear Heavenly Father, as a group, we ask you for your guidance, for patience, and for the knowledge that we need to lead this meeting to a prosperous one. We ask you to always help the city of Rio Grande, help the families, and help ourselves so that we can make the best decisions that will positively impact the citizens of this great city of Rio Grande. In the name of Jesus, amen.
Thank you. We move to item number 3, conflict of interest disclosures. This is just a reminder to everyone, there's an item on the agenda for which you have a conflict, to please recuse yourself and let it be known. Item number 4, public forum. Do we have anyone sign up for a public forum?
No, sir.
Thank you. Item number 5, approve of minutes from the previous meeting held on June the 30th, 2026, and from the budget workshop 2026 held on June 17, 2026. I'll give you all a couple of minutes to review it.
Please. Let me use my new instrument.
There are no comments. To entertain a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I so move to approve minutes as presented.
Is there a second? All those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed say nay. Ayes have it. Motion passes. Item number 6, presentations.
We have 2 presentations of our small business boost grants. One of the businesses is JBV Made, and the other one is La Pinca Drive-Thru. Since we had, we were juggling the, rescheduling the meeting, they initially were going to be coming, but have not, weren't able this time, so.
Okay. So there's no action on this, so it's a presentation, so we'll move along to item number 7, financial reports.
Yes, in your packet you have the financial reports. The City of Rio Grande City sales tax collections for the month totaled $627,292, representing a 15.505% increase compared to the same month last year. Year-to-date EDC sales tax revenues totaled $1,604,728, representing approximately 78% of the adopted annual budget of $2,081,930. The allocation for the month totaled, the EDC allocation for the month totaled $156,823. Expenditures for the 2025-2026 fiscal year total $1,106,913, representing approximately 41% of the approved budget. So we remain in a positive financial position at this point in the fiscal year. Revenues are slightly ahead of the level expected at this point, while year-to-date expenditures remain substantially below the approved budget. Overall, the Financial reports reflect strong revenue performance and controlled spending throughout the reporting period. And as a reminder, these figures represent revenue for June 2026 received in August.
Ms. Gomez?
Yes.
Is there any expense that we need to take a closer look that you have identified by any chance?
An expense?
Yes? Anything
Not-
out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary?
Yes.
No.
No? Good. On the vehicle repairs, what vehicle was that?
Vehicle repair,
A thousand,
Wow, what do you do?
1,500
And what budget is that?
on page 24?
No, because it's budgeted to the other fund.
Yeah, probably would be equipment,
And that's what I meant by just
Anything,
anything out of the ordinary.
that's how much is left.
where, under,
I have vehicle repairs and maintenance on page 24, that it's
balance.
1,149.
Okay,
It's left, they spent 350.34.
okay.
$168 this period, this report. And then we have travel and training. What's the tourism development that's on there? What does that represent, Melinda?
That one, as far as expenses,
Yeah, it's like $25,000 in expenses this period. What does that account for? What do we do in that,
Where's that one?
right here?
would be
Looking
the
at
expense for swimming pool maybe?
tourism
No,
development,
tourism.
right here.
25,000 sounds like a swimming pool.
Is it for
The
the
swimming pool?
construction that's happening over at the,
25,000 sounds like the payment that we gave for the.
yeah,
it's in
because
the-
that would
Okay.
be what the,
That's in the Weldon, it's
in the work plan.
Montalvo's Welding.
Tourism.
Would that be it?
oh, okay.
I mean, the same amount, 25,785 under
Yeah.
page
That's the only
28.
amount that- sounds-
Where's that amount?
Page 28, yes. Montalvo's Welding.
Okay.
I mean, it's the same amount, I don't know if it's the same,
Yeah,
what you're referring to.
Okay.
and then you're on the economic development, what is that? Oh, okay. They,
22,000?
no, that one's 42. Yeah, I saw that listed.
This month or total?
It's this month, it's not year-to-date.
Well, 26,000 is part of it, the other 14.
We have 5,000 for the Chamber of Commerce.
But is that under economic development or?
I wouldn't know.
maybe?
No, that would be
Yeah, for those items that are,
community promotion.
you know,
Okay.
above your 5,000 or 10,000 and up, it'd just be good to get some clarification on that when they're in that current monthly period.
I agree. Are there any additional comments or questions on item number 7?
No? Anything you'd like to add, Linda, to this
I would just like
report?
to add that the sales taxes for August represent the taxes for June. have been the second highest that the city has ever received. It's 627,000. That's only the second time we've gone over the 600,000 mark for the month of August. I mean, if you put that into perspective, 'cause I like to work with the numbers, but that means that in June, the community here, or within the community, we spent $31.4 million were spent in the community as a whole. And that's not including, I mean, sales that are not taxable. It's a
Right.
lot. For me, that
Right.
seems like a big number. It's, ever since I've been here, the numbers just keep growing and growing. And I think that I was talking with Commissioner Barrera earlier today, and I put that number into perspective, and I just thought it was an important number that I already mentioned, and sounds important. $31.4 million for 1 month only, so
For the month of June,
just for the
which
month
is a
of June.
low, a slow month. Everybody's
Taxable sale
in the
within city
middle of
limits.
summer.
Yeah, I mean, I know it could also be that people hunker down after the school year and stay put for a little while, and so are spending, you
Yeah, well,
know.
June's also back to school month. I mean, people start buying their back to school supplies
Maybe.
and clothing. We have Marshall's, Ross here now, so people don't have to travel anymore, so, I mean, that could play a big role into it, but I just thought that $31.4 million is, it's
That's
a lot of
great.
money.
It's really good.
Thanks to the citizens. They buy
Yes.
local, they understand how it works, so we're in a great position. Hopefully, we can start seeing more and more huge investments, because we already know those are the ones that,
I mean, we've seen nothing but growth. I mean, just this year alone compared to last year, our sales taxes as a whole, it's 650,000 more than last year alone. That's an 11.5% increase from last year. I mean, previous years, we normally have 5-6% increase, but this year's pretty high.
Is that aligned with your projections for the?
No, it's much
upcoming
higher.
budget?
We projected 5% increase only. so
Prices are higher in a lot of stuff, so we're paying more sales tax on it.
Yeah,
We're always conservative with our projections, so I mean, we projected 5%, and just so happens that it's more than double right now. so.
And I think we need to continue informing the public, the residents of Rio Grande City, of the importance of shopping and buying local.
Yes.
At the end of the day, those are sales tax dollars that stay in the community, and
Yes.
therefore we're able to put them back into the community,
Yes.
to the city or to the EDC.
some of you, I mean, might have seen it already, but I did post something today because I was very pleased with what I saw. And I just felt like, hey, the community needs to know and how this happened. So I try to explain the easiest way possible of how the sales tax works and what money comes back to the city if they buy in their current community. So I think it's really good. I've received so many calls with positive comments.
So, shopping local, I mean, makes a difference, so.
Yeah.
Every time I make it
That could
a,
be Ms. Melinda and Ms. Marlene, that could be like a campaign. Hey, let's continue shopping local. You've seen what you guys have done, not us. I mean, we're just part of the community, but the whole community in a whole, those are the ones that are bringing this extra revenue to the city. And like Mr. Cantu is saying, his predictions were not as high as these, so that means extra money that we can help small businesses with more boost grants or more incentives. So we're in a great condition, and thank you for being part of this board that's trying to make the best and help as much as we can. I'm very, very pleased with everything that's happening. So share the news and
shop local.
Yep.
shop local.
Are there any final comments on this item?
No.
Okay. This is just for a presentation purpose only. There's no action, so we move along to item number 8. Discussion and possible action authorizing a Main Street facade grant for Olivares LLC at 108 North Washington Street, Rio Grande City, Texas.
Okay, Ms. Olivares is not able to make it out again because of the rescheduled meeting, but for this item, being brought to you to consider a Main Street facade grant for Olivares LLC for the property that's located at 108 North Washington Street. The project involves exterior improvements intended to enhance the appearance and condition of the downtown property. She is looking to add awnings, metal awnings, and a concrete render on the lower third of the facade around the building to help with water and moisture around the property. She has submitted the required application and supporting documentation, and the board is being asked to review the proposed improvements and determine whether or not to authorize the grant under the EDC Main Street Facade Grant Guidelines.
Have you reviewed the application entirely, and is it your recommendation that we go ahead and approve this?
Yes, I do recommend that we move ahead with this.
Okay. Would this be the second facade grant on this current budget year? Would it be the first
No,
one?
this will be the first one. She did submit one earlier this year, but she rescinded the application because she wanted to add the concrete render
Okay.
as part of the project. So I had initially recommended that she do that and redo the application so that way she can include that part in it.
Okay. And would this be the second one for the ADCS in this current budget year, or?
Yes. So in the packet you have what the original building, or at least a screenshot from the maps on page 43. She is looking to do something similar to what Grande Garbage has at their location. And we have a rendering, not entirely 100% accurate as far as like the bottom sidewalk part, but for the awning part, that is pretty much what she's looking for. And then also, yes, on page 49, she has the bottom section rendered with the concrete portion to illustrate what she wants to do with it.
Does she need to get approval from the historical commission?
She already has that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's already gone through the city.
She's gone with planning. I
The
don't
city,
know,
no, not yet.
I don't know about,
The committee, the one that looks, the
Oh, yeah.
historic committee.
I think so, yes. Is there anybody here, Ms. Hernandez, in the historical committee or no? Nobody? Ms.
Concrete. Are they pouring concrete there too?
concrete?
Are they doing concrete?
Ms. Cristina,
The
are you part of that committee or
on the
no?
building?
No?
They're gonna put like a,
Oh, at the bottom?
Yeah.
I see, okay. Because I see an estimate here, it's just kind
Page
of.
49? Page 49, you should be able.
51.
No, put up 49.
on 29, there's a rendering.
Oh, I see, they're gonna do that.
That's very nice.
So at this moment, do we entertain a motion to approve item number 8 as presented?
And do we accept invoices or quotes like this?
No. So how many quotes do we have, Ms. Gomez?
3?
3?
It's, the quote on page 51 is the one that I'm questioning, you know, if we accept a noted quote like that or not. I mean, because you want to also make sure that you're supporting your local,
Well, in this case, just because I'm a builder, I know the guy.
okay.
I know if he's right.
Actually,
But-
I saw him today.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he goes to church every Sunday.
When I saw his name, I was like,
I
I know.
don't know who he is.
And is he the cheapest one?
It looks like he's the only one.
No soy yo.
Por favor.
these quotes are more or less in line with this type of work?
Yes.
That's,
So in this case, do we choose who, do they have to, or we just approve
choose.
the amount?
Yeah.
We approve the amount that we want to pay.
The max is 5,000.
The max is 5,000.
Okay.
Whatever amount
it's
she,
50% up to 5,000.
Yeah.
yeah, so if she does not spend the full 10,000, she comes in with receipts that say 8,000, then we just
Okay.
award her the 50%.
I move to approve item 8 as presented.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. Ayes have it. Motion passes.
Ms. Gomez and Ms. Cristina, so this is the perfect example of what we wanted. We wanted businesses to be convinced that, hey, there's money available. They want to see something nicer. And look, you can qualify up to 5,000, and if you put 5,000, it's already 10, you can do something very nice. So tell them, it's, hey, where else you get half if you invest half? And right now is the time. It's more money is coming to the EDC. We made the calculations, Mr. Mathematics.
Just for the month. Just for the month.
We did the math and we have extra. And the extra can be used for these kind of projects. It will be awesome. Or for boost grants, even better. So please, have you knocked all doors already in downtown or no?
Yes, I'm in that, on my presentation, I'll let you know.
Perfect. Thank you.
And just keep in mind that this project is one that, earns credit towards accreditation for the Main Street program. So when they begin and they start to construct, that you take into account that activity and report it so that it counts for the program.
On another note, Ms. Gomez, when you accept these quotes, you might want to have like a generic, just kind of sheet for invoices and ask them, hey, take one and give it to them, and they can at least put their name,
Yeah.
address, phone number, so that we can just have something better presented. It's very easy, but I understand that they don't have they don't make those kind of invoices or quotes. But we can help them. Just come and pick some. You can use them. And that will be even better. That way, when you present to us, it's already on something that we can, again, we can see. And in this case, it worked because we know him. But what if they present 3 of those? You never know.
Because if we can add to that, it's been very hard to get quotes from contractors. They don't want to take their time and put it in nice format. They don't know if they're going to get the job or not. But in Melinda's, one of them, and a couple of other departments, they're having a hard time getting quotes from contractors. They don't want to offer any quotes. It's very hard. So some of them just put it in writing. Okay,
And that's fine. As long as we have the name, the address, description of work, the amount, and the date,
And the phone number.
and a phone number. That's it. Those 5 things, just put them organized at least. They can do it with hand. That's not a problem. The problem is that we just want to
The
confirm.
basic information.
Yes.
vendor information.
Write the template, I think.
sometimes we have to be chasing them. They don't.
And that's what I do for a living. I don't like too much when banks are that specific with me, because it's chaos. You're supervising somewhere over there, and then they just want something specific, so it's kind of difficult, and then the secretary don't know exactly. But I love banks because they lend money.
We love our customers.
Yes.
But there's some banks that actually help you more than others, so that's really good. They help a lot. And so, and your bank is one of them, so.
And maybe we should encourage helping
Him
the
rather than
contractors,
want the property.
if there's a language barrier
Express
or
something.
anything we could offer to help them type it out and submit it, because that is economic development.
Yeah, give them an example. You like in this case, you send these to the Olivares LLC, and just give them an example. Hey, tell Martin or whoever, Oscar, George, that do something similar to this. And here's 3 blank pages so that when you turn it in correctly, just because they want to make sure, the board members want to make sure that it's legit.
But I like your idea about offering that support, that technical support for those language barriers. Maybe they just don't have that support or that ability, but that's where the training side of the EDC comes in. You're offering it, maybe it's one-on-one with that contractor or individual. Or maybe it's in a class setting where you talk about how important it is to have your, invoicing structured and, what are the elements of an invoice so that, or a quote, so that they come across more professional and prepared to,
Yeah, because he may not have the ability to
Yeah.
print one out or.
No.
So that's.
A lot of people you can buy them at Walmart or H-E-B,
Right.
those
They
receipts.
can make copies if she gets.
Start a
them,
business.
You can have them.
And if a class is offered, I can help you fill out all the spaces in one day.
There we go.
That's my people. So I can help them and I can invite them and I can bring them.
There's no doubt that they're talented in their
Oh, yeah.
Field.
field,
Yeah.
but this would be great support.
Okay, moving along to item number 9, discussion and possible action to ratify the renewal.
Did we vote, President?
Yes.
we
Okay.
did.
Discussion and possible action to ratify the renewal of the annual GIS Web Tech Subscription Services Agreement.
Okay, in your packet, we have this was in our last agenda, but since we weren't able to meet, so I'm asking for the board to ratify the service agreement and the payment. This is on our website, it's our site selection platform where we have all our properties that are listed for the public can access that, and we also have, they also provide a lot of information about workforce, traffic counts, data. A lot of the data that we have for our prospects comes from that platform.
Anyone that does grant writing, I tell them to turn to this page for the demographics, because they're current and they cover various different, you said traffic counts, but you can even break it down to households with health insurance.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
non-insured. And so you just have to go and look and explore, but it's a good tool for the office as well as the public, because we make it available to all of our public to use.
So the EDC is the one that uses this page the most, or also the city, Ms.
It
Hernandez?
should be.
Yeah, and if Eddie can modify it, it's just a service that we provide, or Eddie works on this page as well.
No.
They handle, so basically it pulls listings for rental or
Okay.
for sale properties, and they can, instead of checking multiple sites,
Okay.
you can check directly from there. So we had someone reach out to our office looking for a rental. They're wanting to open up a business, so then that was available there, and then you can share the links and the full information of the property is there, and a contact person.
What is your recommendation, Ms. Gomez? To continue?
To continue,
To ratify. And this is the fee for the year?
yes, it's for the whole year.
Okay.
I move that we approve.
Any additional comments on this?
No.
Do I have a
I
second?
second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed say nay. Ayes have it. Motion passes. Item number 10, discussion and possible action to approve an economic development performance agreement with G&X Enterprise LLC.
In the packet, the agreement that you have there, this agreement outlines what the EDC will provide in exchange for GNX Enterprise developing and operating the proposed commercial plaza. This will be located on the corner of 3167 and 83, Highway 83. The EDC will be providing the land. The city would be coming in, assisting with water and sewer. In return, the company will invest in and construct a commercial plaza, create and retain jobs, operate a full-service restaurant and multi-tenant commercial space, and provide 2 approximately 1,000 square foot shell suites to the EDC. So this agreement also includes protections for the city and EDC if the company does not meet its obligations. These protections include performance requirements, repayment and clawback provisions, a deed of trust, and the possible return of the property. If you have any questions,
Miss-
Marty would.
Well, let's move
legal
forward
questions,
so we
of
can.
course, Marty would be willing to.
I just wanted to entertain a motion for item number 10 as presented.
I move to approve item number 10 as presented.
Any discussion?
Second?
I'll second.
Okay.
No second. Well, Ms. Garcia, I do have a question for you. Can you just explain any of the point that might be interested to this board? Any of the terms that, for example, like the 2 suites, is there anything that we need to know that it was changed, removed, or it was added on this contract? Anything that might be in the best interest of the EDC?
The developer has agreed to no less than 6 million in capital investment. The suites, they've agreed to allow the city to use for clubs. The term
Incubator.
USDA uses is incubator, so we're keeping true to that agreement.
Is it the city or the EDC or both? Because
I think it's the EDC.
the contract that we have, I think with USDA is with the EDC, so.
It would mirror whatever the contract
Okay.
had, but I
I'm
will.
sure you just make sure that's,
Yes, I'll make sure that,
Yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, it's the EDC.
and so they have two offices or suites that are, will be made available.
Yes, for
Yes.
us, yes.
yes. And we
But
also.
they're just shells, right? And they'll.
We gotta build.
We'll build out.
Yes.
Yes. And then we've also clarified the lien issue regarding USDA. The trigger is pay off before year 15, and we've got limitations to what they can do with the property if they decide to sell. So. all of
So you
is
got
in
that
there.
you got that guidance from the agency
Yes,
as
from
far as?
USDA.
Okay.
That was one of the worries that I personally had, because what if, just for example, we decided to move forward and in 5 years they just sell the property? They will be making a profit from something that it was provided for them for a service in the community, right? So that's not the whole point. So the whole point was, what was the amount of years? They cannot do anything they cannot profit from it for X amount of years.
They gotta keep it for 15
Yes,
years minimum.
yes.
So the suites are conditioned to public parties, which is the city and the EDC.
Okay.
It's under section 1.7. 1,000 rentable square feet. So we did take a while going back and forth with the developer and his attorney, and we're excited about the suites. There's a big movement in other cities with these public workspaces that people can come in and use for freelance work, and, you know, people that are kind of in between setting up their own business and creative type think tanks. Mission has a really nice
The
facility.
seed in Mission is amazing. I hadn't been to see it up until recently, but they've got, just like you said, startups and established professionals there that occupy those little mini offices, but it gives them a physical presence as well as access to the amenities of the building, which are conference rooms, like an auditorium and equipment, you know, that they can, I guess, copiers and things like that. It's really neat, and I think it's 100% booked. Very impressive.
What I like about these investment is that the investors are from the Valley, well known in the restaurant industry. So based on what they said is, if they're gonna invest $6 million, they will come prepared. They will come with tenants, with businesses, with real presence on social media and on the market. They don't want to risk it. Of course, it's gonna be $6 million. So imagine the monthly payment on that note, right? So now the burden will be on them, and I'm pretty sure that they're gonna come up with something huge, and they wanna have everything rented by the time they open. And just by looking at the renderings, it was a great, plan, and the layout. Everything was very, very nice. I really like the way it's gonna look, and it's gonna be right in the entrance.
That area's really, we were there today, and it's just
Yeah,
incredible
it's-
how much it's grown.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be something huge for the EDC, for the city, and something that we don't have yet, which is a huge seafood place. So that's the main one that's gonna come. So
Ms. Garcia, could you just explain to me on item 4.3? So what are the key takes on that particular item as far as fee refund incentives to developer?
So our biggest issue here was the clawback. This is probably the biggest point of contention that we had with negotiating, is that we wanted to make sure that the EDC had their interest protected if something goes wrong with the deal. They've agreed to this automatic clawback if they fail to achieve their construction completion out of the dates in this agreement. You know, it's very expressly provided that the EDC gets their interest back. We're not leaving anything to chance them, so. That's the biggest thing. I mean, we've got the refunds in there as well, but the biggest thing I would say is the clawback.
Okay, thank you.
the protection for the EDC was always our priority, and it was difficult. It's been a year, back and forth, just trying to make it to reasonable for both parties, right? So I'm glad legal was able to come up with the proper terms and the proper negotiation. So here we are. Hopefully, it gets done.
Any additional comments on this item? So we got a motion by Mr. Barrera, second by Ms. Avila. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Moving along to item number 11, discussion and possible action to ratify the first tranche payment and approve the second tranche payment pursuant to Economic Development Performance Agreement with La Ganadera Meat Market LLC.
So La Ganadera has, has already submitted for the first tranche payment. They've submitted all their required invoices and copy of checks, and also I'm forgetting the name, conditional lien waivers from the contractors that was indicated in the agreement. So that already triggered the first payment. We've already done that, so this would be to ratify that.
And what is that payment amount that we're?
The first payment was up to 40%, so that was $26,000. Currently, we are also to approve the second tranche payment because they have already pulled their certificate of occupancy, and they are looking to do a soft opening within this coming week, and they're working with the Chamber of Commerce to schedule a grand opening. So now we have asked for you all to approve the second payment, again, because of the fulfilling the, yeah.
Now, so how many payments are we gonna give them?
They have a total of 3, so they have, we've done the first one, which was up to 40%, the second
Yes.
one is another 40%, and the last one is,
But
The
my
remaining.
question is like, if they already have the certificate of occupancy, why do we wait? I don't remember. I thought the,
Did the terms call for something after?
yes.
oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay,
and the
okay.
last one is payroll and employees.
Okay, good.
That makes up the remaining 20%?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Very good.
So at this moment, do I entertain a motion to approve item number 11 as presented?
I move to approve.
Is there any second?
I second.
Is there any discussion?
Can't wait to eat.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion passes.
They eat the ribs.
The rib.
Yeah.
Now moving along to item number 12, discussion and possible action to approve a contract with Rio Delta Engineering for engineering services related to the International Drive project.
In the packet, there is an agreement with professional service contract with Rio Delta Engineering for the International Drive project. Rio Delta is here, Mr. Ivan, if you have any questions. The work will include surveying and topographic analysis, roadway and drainage design, environmental clearance, public and TxDOT coordination, preparation of final plans and cost estimates, bidding assistance, and design-related support during construction. If you have any questions regarding the agreement,
Mr. President, I move to approve item number 12 as presented.
Okay, are there any additional comments or on this item?
I'll second it, but I just have one question.
Yeah,
Has
me
work
too. I have
started?
several questions. That's why I move it so we
Okay,
can.
so motion by Suarez, second by Ms. Davila, and we go to discussion.
Has work started or not yet?
no.
Ivan.
Oh, this is what we're waiting for?
Ivan, like,
I'm gonna let the contractor
Answer that.
yeah.
Good afternoon, Commissioners, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Ivan Garcia with Rio Delta Engineering, for the record. What was the question again, Ms. Linda?
If you had started any work on this project?
Oh, yes. We have basically our sub-consultants on standby just to pull the trigger on traffic analysis, environmental. We have been in, after the last meeting that we had with TxDOT, we had some communications with them so that as soon as the contracts are executed, we can schedule the required kickoff meeting with them to establish more details on the deliverables, timelines, and everything. One of the priorities for the project, it's of course starting some sort of construction because of the agreement with Walmart. We had already staked out the right-of-way, and we already flew our drone to record existing conditions so that we can identify some of the tasks that can be done, I guess, with city forces as we had discussed. We had a meeting this past week with Ms. Hernandez and Ms. Gomez and I guess Ms. Oneida and the rest of the staff so that we can start coordinating and lining up that work, right? We're ready to roll. We're, I guess, eager to start, and we make sure to meet those delivery dates.
Just to put it, to give a little context on this to the board, and it's been a very challenging project in all parts, from the EDC, from the city staff, from Mr. Garcia and his company. And just a couple of weeks ago, just TxDOT came out and said, hey, well, we need to see the contract between Rio Delta and the EDC. And that's why it was decided to have these, because we just don't want to lose a project that has been waiting for so long.
It was one of the ones that when we started.
Yes,
that
it was,
on the
yes.
books, yeah.
So ever since, so imagine until today, everything is just waiting and pending. And so again, I wanna congratulate everyone that was involved in this, because it was kind of stressful for the city, for the EDC, for the monies, for TechStot, for the representative, people that work very hard to put this money into this project, even from the private owners of some of the land that will be used for Walmart. And there's some deadlines that couldn't wait. So that's why I'm very satisfied with what's happening. And again, the meeting was not supposed to be today, but for all of you that were able to make it for this meeting, so thank you, because we don't wanna lose that money. I mean, if that money was provided, it was for a good cause, for a good reason, and to help the citizens with traffic and heavy traffic. So we're growing. That route needed to be also done, and I'm just glad that it's gonna happen very, very soon. So, Mr. Garcia,
Thank you.
thank you, and
I appreciate the coordination that you're having with TxDOT as well as the city on this, because I know that any transportation project of this size, and this is a small one in the grand scheme of things, is still very complex, and the state has very, very complex ways of getting their projects from start to finish. So thank you for working together, and I'm pretty certain that this project should go as smooth as possible with the right people, on board. And so
what I told everyone, it's like we shouldn't even be discussing about this project now. I mean, it's clear that it should have been done before, but hey, we got it, and the mayor got involved too. Ms. Hernandez, Mr. Milan, very cooperative, working with us, and I'm glad that finally we are gonna sign that contract, and hopefully none of the missing pieces will be out there anymore. Is that everything that you need from this board, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, and first of all, we appreciate the confidence. Rest assured that this project is a priority for us, and that we will push it as much as we can. The day that we met with TxDOT, Pete Alvarez was very clear, and he even pulled me to the side. Hey, we want this project to happen. Whatever you need, let's push it together, right? Let us know when. So we have a direct line of communication for that. And by the same token, we understand that we're already a little bit behind on the schedule because of everything that has happened, right? Previous years and everything, but we're gonna do our best to try to catch up as best as we can. This is an important project for the city, and we don't take it lightly. We're gonna push it.
I thank you for that. I would just like to have updates on this project, specifically from the engineers, because they put, they're better equipped to give us all the details. So as this project is moving through, maybe set some times to come out and just give us an update, because we'll approve today, and then we'd like to hear from it, about the project throughout its phases.
If it helps, I mean, we can have a recurring item on the agenda for updates for this project. I'll be here, or my staff, so we can provide real-time updates. Also, we're meeting with Ms. Hernandez and Ms. Melinda and the rest of the staff on a bi-weekly basis. That's what we were discussing, to go over this project and make sure that we stay on point. We, take the action items and we distribute the workload accordingly.
Well, we don't want to give you another meeting to come to,
Same.
but
It's fine. We
Legal and the legal department and they took care of it. So now it's a schedule for weekly meetings, and something that we wanted to do in the city, just FYI, is start like tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. Cleaning where it's supposed to be clean, trimming, and send the big machines if they need to, because we don't want to just lose the opportunity with Walmart. You get it once and that's it. They're not going to be playing around. So Mr. Milan knows, Ms. Hernandez knows that hopefully everything gets signed, and tomorrow Hector can be with his crew there tomorrow cleaning and doing something. And
The pressure's on.
Yeah, the pressure is, no pressure, Mr. Garcia, but yes, there's a lot of pressure, and that's what brought us together here today. Some of us had commitments, and we just had to change them around so we can be here.
And I would just like to add, thank you, Mr. Garcia, for being here this afternoon. And thank you for taking the lead on this project. I know you're going to be working with some tight deadlines. Once again, you have the full support of this board. I'm more than sure you have the support from the city commission. Once again, be in contact with our administrators, and if at any point you need to reach out to me in particular or any of us, feel free to do so. I appreciate it.
We appreciate the opportunity, and we'll make sure to deliver. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I believe we have a motion by Mr. Barrera, second by Ms. Avila. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion passes.
Sign. Beautiful.
Thank you. We move to item number 13. That will be public hearing, Rio Grande City 4B EDC fiscal year 2026-2027 work plan. I'll open the floor for about 3 minutes for any public comments on this hearing.
Did you call the time?
It's 6:26.
Gracias.
Gracias.
It's all right. I put septics. I put septics in my office over there, and in the original Prestige, and I put 2,500, yeah. And even like that, when you have your secretary, flushing and flushing and flushing, and then it gets, when it rains, it's this stuff cut out, it's in, from the highway and stuff. So you have to be calling that to but I approved it. They were selling it like, but I'm glad we had like something else to present, which was you guys' property, and if we can get a decent deal on it, maybe that'd be a blessing. Es un perico. Y no te graba y I know I'm because the first job that I had in school when I'm running angels back in 95 as a registered nurse, he was a runner, a driver. He would take papers from one office to another for Zapata and stuff like that. And his wife was like a secretary at the same office. So that's where I know him.
It's now 6:29, and I'm closing the public hearing. We'll move along to item number 14. Discussion and possible action to approve the Rio Grande City 4B EDC fiscal year 2026-2027 work plan.
Yes, so in the work plan, in the packet, there's the work plan that we had initially discussed at the workshop.
Are there any changes, Ms. Gomez?
I want to say that, no.
He's thinking.
The amount in here reflects the contract agreement with Rio Delta?
Yes.
Okay.
And where is that?
Under infrastructure?
Page 174.
And the pool project, is that in addition to, is this, remind me if this is
Yes, it
additional?
was an additional,
In case it's needed.
Okay.
Are you taking into consideration the participation of the bridge into
no.
engineering?
Where's that?
Which one? The Rio Delta?
No, the which one?
The participation of the bridge into the.
Oh, yes.
Well, there's,
I didn't add that necessarily in here, only because,
Yeah, because the expense that we,
the portion that we're responsible.
yeah, that's what we
Should
need.
be offset by those dollars.
Yes.
Okay.
So does that need to be on there?
I don't
In the
need-
form of subtracting, no, I don't think so.
No, so with the Rio Delta, that's separate for, you're talking about the 300,000.
Yes, so that was to assist us to cover the cost of
Correct, but that's for
engineering.
the total project, so the part that the city's gonna input from it, we're gonna get 300,000 in a separate agreement.
Yeah.
With the bridge, which is gonna be negotiated. because-
Well, we just want to know if we don't have to do any changes here. And the answer is no, right?
Right.
To cover the engineering.
So from the total cost, we're gonna get 300,000 from the bridge?
Yeah, but in part, so you're not gonna get 300,000 up front.
Right, but the same thing for the expenditure, we're not expensing it all in 1 year.
Yeah, but I mean, it's better if we get it back.
Yeah, we need to-
I'd rather.
Yeah.
Because the only thing I did engineering, because the construction being covered by this.
unless,
So are we adding it or no?
I think you leave it as it is. If
Leave it as
comes
it is.
in-
Yeah.
If it comes in, it's just, it's
extra.
gonna be,
Or if the bridge doesn't come through with their
Yeah.
part.
it's like added revenue.
Budget balanced or?
No,
The budget should be balanced. It's not balanced?
no, it's gonna, it has to.
Well, then that portion will help bring us closer to balancing
Yeah.
then, so.
But today we're just gonna discuss the proposed budget, so.
But I-
That and bring it for adoption of the next meeting.
I just doubt that they will not comply with the contract. It's gonna happen. So, I move to approve item 14 as discussed.
Is there a second?
A second.
Additional discussion? There being none, all those in favor say aye.
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 So opposed say nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. I will move along to item number 15. Discussion and possible action to approve the Reagan City 4B EDC fiscal year 2026-2027 budget.
What is that?
Am I looking to?
Is that a typo?
I think
Which
so.
one? 2026, 2026?
yes,
So what's the difference between?
Yeah, 26, 27.
It should be 2027.
The work plan and the, okay, so it's a
the
27.
agenda itself has.
So this is the
So just
budget.
move to approve the amended to 27.
Okay,
If you,
yes, I move to approve item number 15 with the exception of the dates, the years. Now it's gonna be between the years of 2026, 2027 budget,
Okay.
And
And
what
this
item
one-
are we at?
15.
15? And 15 in the, okay.
The-
2026, it's correct in the,
It's
Yeah, in the
correct in the
packet.
packet,
Yeah.
but not in the agenda.
got it.
And the one you can do this specific, some wording that needs to be read as far as this item?
Yes, because
Mr. Glenn?
today we're only approving the proposed budget, not the actual budget, unless you all want to approve the budget as it is, but since we have to add those 300, we will need to bring it back on the September meeting. So for now, it's just, there should be no vote, you can just read it the way it's there. Give it to Melinda.
Okay. And this will be pertaining to item number 15, correct?
15, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, item number 15, I move to accept the fiscal year 2026-2027 proposed EDC budget as presented, subject to any revisions directed by the board, with the final budget to be brought back to the board for the consideration and adoption at the next meeting.
Can we do a record vote on this one?
Can we?
I'm gonna recommend a record vote, because it's budget.
Okay. So do you lead on the record vote, or?
No.
Is there a motion and a second?
Okay,
There's a
motion.
motion, and I was in a second.
Okay,
Okay, motion by Suarez, second by Ms. Avila.
and then you can call the vote and she'll read out the names.
Okay, Ms. Avila? Yes or no?
Yes.
No, you
Just call-
call the vote, all in favor, and then she'll read out the names for the record.
Okay. We have a motion by Ms. Suarez, second by Ms. Avila. All those in favor say aye.
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 Are we voting on the budget?
proposed
budget, yes.
And proposed.
We haven't even discussed it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought there was gonna be a discussion.
There's, well, we motion, second, discussion, and then vote? Right?
We got ahead of ourselves.
We got, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that was my
That's
fault,
okay.
because I was just.
We have a motion, we
Motion,
have a
second, any
second.
discussion?
I have questions.
Okay.
Tell us, Leonel, what we need to know about this budget. I was like, wait a second, no questions. Okay, so this is a slightly different format that we're looking at, but will you tell us a little bit or go over the highlights of this budget and talk to us about the,
Well,
balancing?
I got with Melinda, and I thought we'd do it a little bit different today, as opposed to going line item by line item. I don't think we want to do that. As you all know, for our budget, we always use a 5-year average for the budget, so that's what we did in operations. Everything else that we had was in the work plan, so you all know about those, but we'll discuss those. I started off the budget by presenting the fund balance as it was on the last audit, which was 9/30/2025. EDC had a 2.6 million fund balance. We're projecting to finish this fiscal year with a $500,000 surplus, so that would bring the fund balance at the end of this fiscal year to $3,130,337. And with the proposed budget as it is presented right now, they would bring down the fund balance at the end of next fiscal year to $2,071,071. Of course, those are all just projections. I do want to add on this one, the proposed budget has a deficit of almost 1.1 million. Most of that is due to, one-time expenditures that are not recurring. I want to point out that the recurring budget for the EDC is a $320,000 surplus. So it brings it down to a deficit because of all the economic development incentives that we have and the infrastructure projects like the one that we just talked about with Rio Delta. So that alone is 1.4 million of economic development and infrastructure projects. So that brings the proposed budget to a deficit of 1,059,266. I do want to add also on the regular operational budget, some of the major recurring operational items that we have are the St. Ives agreements. That's $150,000. That's already included in the operational budget. We have $30,000 for boost grants, $15,000 for quality of life. We have $50,000 allocated to the Freedom Fest, $40,000 allocated to the Stark County Industrial Foundation, and $50,000 that's allocated to a beautification project in downtown. Let's see, budgets. With all those expenditures taken into account, again, the surplus would be $320,000 for the EDC. Also included in the operational budget would be debt service commitments that EDC has. Currently, We have the 2019 COs, which pays around 115 to 120,000 every year. Well, this upcoming fiscal year is going to be 116,600. The city is going out for some COs in this upcoming fiscal year. They're going to pass it in their next meeting. As a matter of fact, the EDC is going to fund a couple of those projects, and we'll discuss those in a bit also. But payment for those new COs the EDC would be responsible for is 139,000. That's an estimated value. I don't have the actual values yet until we go out for the COs and we get the actual interest rates and everything. So for now, it's estimated to be 139,000. Again, those are already included in the operational budget. That leaves us with a surplus of 320,000. After that, we of course we go into all the economic development and the infrastructures that we have for this upcoming year. Those don't necessarily need to happen this upcoming year, but we do budget for them so we can be transparent to the community. Some of those projects include a swimming pool project, border town incentives, GCS infrastructure agreements, Keystone, La Ganadera, La Planchaduría, Legacy, Rio Prime, and Studio Suites. All those add up to 844,000. In infrastructure development, we have the International Drive and the Port FM 755 Transportation and Mobility, which adds up to 535,000. And Main Street programs and events, we have Britain Avenue beautification, which is 45,000. And that's for trees and benches, and we have a cemetery historic preservation for 25,000. Together those bring it to 70,000. And again, all those economic development, infrastructure, and Main Street programs total 1,449,000 for each. So from there, I can open it up for any questions.
So I'm looking at page 179 of 191, and you have, as you explained, accounted for the debt commitment, the CO debt service, and below that you go over those items that these COs will help fund. So is it the intent of the EDC to look at these projects and because they're not in our work plan? Is it the intent to look at these and include those into the, I mean, these are...
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's up to the EDC Board of Directors to discuss them. The Commission has already approved them. They decided that the EDC would be adequate, the department to fund for those particular projects. Like I said, the Commission is really, I mean, they really want to have that money move. So they don't want to have it stagnant. So I mean, those economic developments are great, but they do want to add continuing economic development. So they came up with those projects, and they figured the EDC was the best way to fund for those.
I mean, there's no doubt these are great projects. My question was just we're making the assumption on the budget, on the proposed budget for these for the financial debt commitment to these projects that we have yet to discuss. And so my question is, are we going to discuss those tonight? Are those going to come back to us?
I would say we can discuss them, yeah, definitely. I didn't even know that they were going to put them on this proposed budget, but like he said, it's only a proposed budget, right? It's not the one that's going to be. And the reason when we discuss these was, okay, which ones can we tie to the EDC and which ones can we tie to the city? And these are the ones that we feel that, of course, going to bring a lot of economic development, because we don't have any of these, right? We want to make for example, the park look way better. So we don't have any quotes yet, but that's an estimate that money can be used for the splash pads. And then based on entertainment, that's something that we definitely that we need. And Stark County is well known for that entertainment, for a rodeo. And the city created a committee, and those are the ones taking care of pretty much all the planning and all everything that has to do with the rodeo. We don't have a number yet, but we kind of have an estimation, so we haven't gotten the presentation as well. It's just, these are just numbers that are proposed out there, and of course, it's up to also you all decide. And that's for the rodeo, so the rodeo will be a complete rodeo with either bi-weekly or monthly events that will attract a lot of people. And we know that the Valley, and especially Starr County, it's huge on that. So they don't have any place to go, and I think it's a great idea. And then, plus the next one, it's the golf course. It's pretty much a business that the city cannot afford, but maybe a driving range with a nice clubhouse where our youth can get together, and golf, it's a growing sport, and we thought that also can be tied into economic development because it's gonna attract people, and if we do it either like all day long, at nights as well, so you can imagine what we can accomplish on that. And then what was the other one?
Sure, for the baseball fields.
That one, it had been discussed, but also it was like, okay, we can attract more people by having something like that, and that's why I guess they put it in there. And at the end, when we were discussing, okay, which ones can be tied to the EDC or which ones can be tied to the city, at the end, we were not gonna compromise the finances or either or. You know, it's just a matter of, hey, do we want to do it? Yes, I'm pretty sure all of you will want to have all these new things in the community. Now, can the EDC afford these? Yes, most definitely. Can the city can afford these? Most definitely. And that's basically what we decided on the city. Now it depends on us how do we manage these numbers. But again, just for the record, I didn't even know that it was going to be on today's meeting. When I was going over the meeting, I didn't get to this one. But yes, that's what's going on with this. Now, I don't know also, Mr. Cantu, what's the amount of commitment that the EDC will come up with if...
That's how much?
What is
It's
it the annual?
It's 140,000 a year over how many years?
Is it?
20 years.
Huh?
I'll do it 20 years.
20 years?
So it's the full amount?
Yeah.
The
We're
full amount of 139?
No, the full amount of the cost
2.3.
of the 2.3.
That's 2.3. The city's going out for $6.5 million, the COs. 2.3 is only what corresponds to the EDC.
Okay.
The other, the other 4.2 million is being funded
Well,
with the
not
city
actually
or the water department or self-funded.
Not actually can go to the EDC. Those are the ones that we think we can tie to the EDC, you know?
Yes.
That you
No,
had
I was,
Recommendation of our financial
Advisory, yeah.
Yes, yeah, on our, he was with us too, no? In the budget workshop, was he there with us or no?
Who, the financial advisor?
Yes.
Yes, he was there.
On the EDC too?
No.
Okay.
No, he was there the second day.
Yeah, he gave us several scenarios. Okay, this is what cities that have grown faster than Rio or that are growing at a faster pace. They focus a lot on this kind of like a quality of life thing that we can do for the city, and just we automatically said no to the golf course because it was gonna be more than all the COs together, and it was gonna be a lot of like a huge expense on the city and EDC. So we're like, okay, no, and so yes,
Yeah, like Mr. Hernandez said, I mean, those were the ones that could be tied to the EDC. Of course, if we leave all of them on the city, that would mean a huge increase in taxes, in our property tax rate. So, the way they did it is they try to alleviate some of those tax hikes by doing it from EDC, the other ones from either self-supported funding or the water department, just a portion that would go into the general fund.
Mr. Cantu, just for the record, maybe for the public in general, could you explain what would the CO, how would that work, and what would be the tax burden, if any,
for the
taxpayer?
COs. Well, we're gonna pass them here in the next meeting. 6.5 million, we would probably get funded sometime, I think in September 22nd or 23rd. We'd get the funding. We already started out the process, I mean, to start going out for bids for either the turf, trying to buy the turf already, going out for,
Conceptual plan.
yes, conceptual plan for the rodeo, and we're gonna construct the fire department on the west side of town. That's something that the general fund is gonna have to fund for. We're gonna work on some fire hydrants. Again, the city receives all the funds at once, the 6.5 million. We start working on the projects. It's the same as a loan. I mean, we just finance it. We're gonna pay 139,000, between 139. I mean, this is not a final number, but it's gonna be around 139,000. I mean,
Yeah, you're
depending-
trying to make it simple to public. It's basically a loan, but to public,
Exactly.
municipalities. In this
Exactly,
case.
yes, it's basically a loan. I mean, for COs, we don't have to take it out for a vote for the community. It's just a regular certificates of obligation, so.
Trash program that we will start as well. We're gonna have our own
Yes,
trash
that's another
trucks
1.
and a new department for the city as well with that.
And so EDCs, it's not uncommon that they go out and take on debt for these type of projects. You know, as the financial advisor explained to the city that there's other cities of our size and growth that apply their dollars this way. What it means or how it translates to me is that, you know, we need to do much more to build our revenues so that we can support that debt payment. Because the monies will be instantly delivered for those projects. You build them out, but we'll have that 20-year note to pay. And the idea is that we have and we're able to support that payment in the long run. And how do we do that? And everything else, we try to drive more economic development projects that increase the sales tax base so that we can have the money to pay it back.
And that's why these projects are specifically tied to the EDC, because they should bring in more economic development, like
Well, we
Barrera said.
get to do stuff with parks and stuff as well, so that, I mean, there's already a tie-in for that.
One of the things that I can add is, and that's exactly what we're doing, this negotiation with the on the previous item, our item number 11, it took almost a year with investors that are local that were willing to invest those $6 million just in property. So now imagine all the money that they will generate on sales taxes when he has tenants everywhere, right? And that's number one. And then number two, we also are investing on the two big plazas that are going to be built. One is already under construction next to the post office, and the other one where where Whataburger is. So those are already three major investments that will generate money, besides all the other businesses that I have helped with people that I know that I have brought to the EDC in the last years, countless. So some of them have said yes, some of them are waiting, and some of them will come very soon. So I think we're doing our part. Yes, of course, we would love to have more businesses coming, but they're coming, and so I'm glad that the city decided to go for COs for everything that we want to do, because all of them, it's for the betterment of the community, especially the one for the trash that will generate millions, that will help the cities and more employment. Another department, that will be the 5th department opened by this new commission, and the city and the EDC working together. I mean, anything is possible.
And I do want to add also that all these projects that are going to get funded through the COs are moving forward. I mean, they're not going to stay stagnant. We have meetings continuously, and we try to move them. I mean, we're going to want to try to move that money as fast as we can.
Ms. Gomez, and again, this is mainly for you, and because this is something out of the ordinary that I had, I didn't even know that it was gonna be today, right? But this is something that you should have brought to the attention of the board members. You know, hey, just FYI, the city is planning on doing this. Just heads up, right? You might want to start discussing, because for me, just because I'm in the city, I know, right? But the rest are not, and it's not like we talk on a daily basis, or sometimes I do, I call them for something important, but sometimes I forget, right? And it's not,
And it's really not your role.
yeah, no, but again, this is your role. You should have, just a heads up, or the next time, it's okay, it's nothing wrong, right? It's not like, oh.
Just the timing of this meeting and it being
Yes.
changed.
Yes,
and
I
the
agree on that
information
too.
that I was given about the CEO, and I was out also at a conference, so.
The workshop was like 2 months ago.
So, yeah, so you've been sitting on this information for 2 months?
No.
I mean, we had a workshop 2 months ago. Our financial planner presented
Yes.
these options for you all to discuss.
Yeah.
And
I
so
wasn't told until about two
But
and a half weeks ago.
I also
think
know
let's
that,
just bridge that.
yes,
Yeah.
So
but I
they'll-
remember did we have a meeting in July or no, for the EDC?
No.
That's also, like, you know, if,
Yes, because the COs were passed through the meeting on the July meeting or the
yeah,
city.
okay, so that's, you know, everything needs to be taken into consideration. And again, it's nothing bad from any of us, right? We're grown-ups, we can understand, and the main thing here is that we have been working great together, and I don't think this is gonna be the exception. And just by looking at what we can accomplish together, and it's not gonna be like the EDC is gonna go broke, right? It's something that we don't have any of that. In my opinion, maybe the turf, it's kind of extra, but the rest are legit and are something that at least I can compromise, right? Because I do care for the EDC a lot, and I do care for the city a lot. But so yes, but that's my opinion. The turf is a little extra. It's not that much, right? I wouldn't maybe have put it in there, but it's not like I'm gonna just send it over there, because I'm gonna have to approve it over there. So, you know, the EDC for me, it's kind of the little brother of the city, and sometimes the little brother has more punch than the big brother. So, right? Isn't that true? So that's some way I can explain it, because I'm in the middle of the two.
Yeah.
And you're punching.
I'm punching, and I receive punches for everyone.
I just want to add something. I'm sorry to interrupt. I know we're still talking about pros, and we're discussing 4 possible capital projects that seem to be already on the go on the city side. I just want to make sure that these amounts are really going to be as close as possible to the actual cost. I don't want to come back and say, hey, instead of this amount, instead of this amount, you underestimated, now we're short, we're only going to be able to do 2 or 1. So,
That's absolutely going to be my point. Are these numbers as close as they can be? Because
on that, let me say something. But it's something that we have all lived it, right, and experienced it. This is not going to be an RGC-GSD performing arts moment. No. We have.
it's on the record.
Yes.
I don't want them to come back and say, hey.
We don't make contracts on napkins. We take it seriously, and by the time they propose these numbers, a committee, for example, like the committee for the rodeo, have met maybe 4 times, and it's a committee of 14 people. Imagine how. I haven't gone to any because I don't want to be there like, Commissioner, no. Bring it on to everybody on a public meeting. I don't want to be involved. You bring it on. Something that the community wants. Well, now they're showing progress, and they're showing that they can propose something that is very reasonable and is gonna be something great for the community, so.
So let me elaborate a little bit on the cost. As far as the turf in the baseball fields, that idea came about. We want to be competitive. We want to host those tournaments here. That brings a lot of tourism, a lot of tax dollars, and when comparing to some of the cities in our region, that's kind of holding us back from having some of these larger tournaments. Our Parks and Recs director is doing a phenomenal job of bringing these teams in through the Pony League. We did have all-star games. They love our facilities. They think that they're very nice, and we have started to already engage in having some of those tournaments. So we did already start getting some prices so that we would have a good handle on what that cost would be, and they range significantly. So the initial quote that we got was over $1 million, so it was something that we absolutely were not looking at moving forward with because that was going to be a huge cost. But Marco was determined. He continued working with other vendors, discussing this project with other cities as well, and we got an updated quote, and it sounded like something half of the price. This would be for the infield. We would add the logo of the city and the EDC, of course. So that's pretty much where we're at with the turf. As far as the golf driving range and clubhouse, again, that wasn't something, the whole full 9-hole golf course was not something that the city could support. Even when discussing it with our financial advisor and getting ideas of what other cities are doing, they pretty much use some revenues that they're either getting through trash collections or their landfills to support the cost, the overhead cost of having. So we did still want to provide some golf service, and I think the commission agreed during that workshop, let's have the driving range and the clubhouse, so we'll work within that budget. The splash pad, same scenario. And as far as the rodeo arena, we did have preliminary conversations with Texas Parks and Wildlife. There is grants available if we provide the matching funds, so you can apply for up to $750,000 if you put in the $750,000. So that would give us additional funds to start the rodeo and build on it and make something really nice for the community. And like Mr. Barrera mentioned, all these members that we have in the committee, they're very active, very vocal about wanting to bring the rodeo back. Again, that brings a lot of tourism and commerce and tax dollars. So the anticipation is that all these projects will have a return on investment.
Have you identified locations for these projects?
The locations for this project, we actually met today with Hefner to start working on some conceptual plans. The rodeo arena would be at the same location where it was prior. So we've already discussed this as far as engaging with the school district on that property. The golf driving range, we're looking at the property behind the Versailles that is already owned by the city so that we don't have any land acquisition costs, or we keep those very,
The driving
very low.
range, you said?
Yeah,
Yes.
in the
Right
back.
back here?
Yes.
Nice.
So there's a flat area, and we saw it with them. They said, you know, this is an ideal location. It's pretty much like a rectangular lot. They said you could do a lot with it, and they're going to present some plans. We did share our budget with them as well. And as far as the splash pad, that is something that we're looking at in the pool area, and that price will help us add some additional amenities to that area to create a water park. So we'll have the pool, the splash pad, some volleyball, some playgrounds. They're already working on the barbecue and
The barbecue
pavilion
pits are great.
areas.
I saw
Yes.
them already. Brand new
So-
barbecue, new shades.
Going back to the golf driving range, I don't know, I know the city has partnered with the school district. Are there any facilities by the school, owned by the school, that could help?
They
with
have
the driving range?
golf facilities there by Ringgold Middle School, but again, they're very much landlocked, and we're wanting to do some of these projects because it's bond monies. They have to be in city-owned properties.
Adding to that, Mr. Mendez, the issue there is if we want to do something big with a lot of traffic, just imagine just people going to the school district
Yeah,
premises.
yeah.
So it
That
was
wouldn't
kind
be-
of difficult, and then we had this one. So none of these projects, like she said, require the acquisition of land, so.
And I would imagine that the arena, it would be that land for the.
It belongs to
arena.
to the school district as well?
Right,
But
but
she's-
it would have to belong to the city
Yes. To the
city.
essentially.
So we're
But,
gonna-
but that space in particular, only because, we have all grown up going there to the fair for as long as we can remember. I mean, they've outgrown that space, and it actually requires a lot more land. I mean, I'm just thinking of where the Sheriff's Posse Arena was before, now it's parking, right?
Yep.
Well, that's where they actually set up their carnival and the music.
Right.
And now the parking is on the left side.
And so that's the area that you're identifying for that rodeo arena?
And pretty much from working with our financial advisor, we could not use bond monies to create a brand new arena somewhere. We could improve something that's already existing
Right.
or adjacent to an existing park. So really, we're expanding or extending the Veterans Memorial Park. Worked out because it's literally right next to it, and we're fixing an existing rodeo arena, so.
And on
That's
that,
pretty much
maybe
how
the
we
only
got that.
problem will be when the fair, it's in place, right? Other than that, I mean, the rodeo is not gonna, like on a rodeo weekend, it's not gonna bring as many people as the fair, so I don't
Brings
think.
people though, I mean, I've
It
been to
does.
the one in Edinburgh, and it's pretty popular.
So you're saying that we're gonna have people
You'll
enough,
have a good
wow, that
crowd.
would be great.
You'll have a good crowd.
Imagine,
Especially if you
So
advertise
every
it
weekend?
correctly, yes. If you ever.
can you help us with TxDOT? Now get another highway on top of
There you
the
go.
current one? So, because if that's the case, like, honestly,
I mean, it's a good crowd, there's people,
I was
they-
thinking
do
something,
this
but
every-
not as much as, imagine every month having like a fair?
It's like that. You should go to the one in, I don't know where exactly, I know how to get there, but there's one that happens in Edinburgh, I think every month.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's time-
I can start practicing, be a roper.
Oye, compramos caballo.
I have a question. So let's say, for whatever reason, one of these projects is not something that could get done. Would the funds, could they be allocated to something similar?
Yes, and there is some monies that we allocated for cost overruns as well. So we have all the projects listed, and I think we added 700,000 for cost overruns on
What-
any one of the full listed projects. So some of these, in addition to the trash project that we have going on, the hydrants and things, so we have some cushion room.
I just had a question on the baseball. How many fields would you guys?
3. So
Three?
it's the ones at the Veterans
At the Veterans,
Park.
okay.
Yes, and it's just the infields.
Okay.
Have they finished, real quick, about the Veterans Memorial Park, have they finished the letters in the
Yes.
front? Really?
Yes, those are up and operational, and I think what we're trying to do now is to give it some illumination. So that's our next step, because the sign, it's,
I would love to see an announcement there. Yay. Love the name.
Now that you said illumination, are there any lighting needs on that particular park for
veterans?
Yeah.
Or the rodeo?
No,
For veterans, we're getting all the lights replaced actually with LED. We had some storm damage during the last major storm, so all of those are gonna give us much brighter illumination now, because the lights they used then when they built the park and what's available now is very much advanced.
But we don't need any lights,
Additional ones,
right now, no.
yeah.
Have
Just
you seen the
replace the
one-
ones that got damaged, and
Thank you for the explanation.
Yes.
thank you, yes.
Any,
So at this point, any additional comments?
I'm excited now. I honestly didn't think that.
Any
that was gonna
additional
attract
items
many
that you need to address to us on this
No,
particular?
that's it. I mean, we've addressed almost everything, I think. I don't know if you have any other questions.
I'm just looking at the personnel, making sure that we made the adjustments as we discussed.
I think Melinda said there might still be some changes there, so that's why this is just a proposal. We'll bring it back with the final, but that's up to you all to discuss.
Would there be additional changes into the personnel?
Yes, we're looking to increase Wile's pay and then an additional crewman.
Well, the crewman is actually already added there.
I see it
Additional
there.
crewman, yes. I think there might be a adjustment for the other crewman that's.
Good job, Mr. Cantu.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Again, I do want to point out that if we adopt the budget as it is, the EDC will still be projected to have $2 million in the fund balance by the end of next year. So very healthy fund balance.
What's the recommended for operation?
I'm sorry?
What's recommended fund balance for operations as far as?
3 months of operations, which for the EDC would, with the 2 million, probably be, more than a
More
year.
than enough.
So,
We don't want to go below a million.
Yes,
I
but-
think we
Yeah, but I think the
what's the minimum that you will recommend?
1 million,
1 million, so we have twice the
an extra
money.
million, yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's the board's also recommendation to also always have 1 million there for, in case for a big project that ever comes by.
Okay, so at this moment, I believe I had a motion by Mr. Barrera, if I'm not mistaken, second by Ms. Avila. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I'll be doing a record vote. Mario Mendez,
Aye.
Linda Davila,
Aye.
Sergio Treviño,
Aye.
Dalinda Guillen,
Aye.
Ediel Barrera.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion passes. Thank you. So we're moving to item number 16, right? Yes. Item number 16, Executive Session, Chapter 551, Texas Government Code, 551.071, 551.087, 551.072, and 551.074. It's
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything that we need to discuss in executive?
Melinda?
No,
Ahí están
no,
los
because
drinks.
we already did
Because
the,
it's the same item, the real
Yeah.
delta that we already, well, that you considered and already approved.
yeah.
So unless there's something that y'all want to go back and discuss,
So I don't take any action on number 16 and call for an adjournment?
yes, sir?
Okay.
All right.
So there's no action number 16. This moment, do I entertain a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed say nay. Ayes have it.
Good.
It's 7:12 and meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
I would
Después de
prefer